Gene Borrello strikes again. Then Gene Borrello comments on Joey Merlino being a rat. The term a rat has become very subjective to the general public. Many people use the term for a person who cooperates with law enforcement to spare themselves for any punishment and have their associates to take the punishment. Borrello uses this context that Merlino has his podcast called The Skinny with Joey Merlino with Little Snuff to talk about his past criminal activities. And according to Borrello, this is a form of snitching, and he believes Merlino is no different from him nor others. Borrello also accuses Merlino's spouse of infidelity on several different videos. On the flip side, Joey Merlino and Little Snuff have dedicated an entire episode to Gene Borrello. Episode 60, Rat of the Month of Exposing Gene Borrello, is the name of the episode. The podcasters accused him of assaulting women, his choice of fashion, and more.
This episode, episode 60, is going to be the Rat of the Month about this scumbag piece of shit, Gene Borrello. We never bring this idiot up. He always brings up Joey,
us up.
Me, and families are involved. Like, we have no interest in it, but this is something we had to do.
It's a lot of bombshells, but and in terms of we're going to break down the details of how he became a rat, his history of violence against women, hooking up with an underage girl.
I wanted to bring that up. Before I bring that up, I want to bring up something though. His outfits before we talk about anything else.
Right. Let me bring up a picture. I want to show you guys this picture of Gene in his vest. Okay, check this out.
Pull that up.
What do you think about this, Joe?
Let's talk about this guy in the vest. He looks like the guy from the Village People.
That's the Village People.
Can you imagine dressing like this and then talking about Joey, about anything? Like, you got to look yourself in the mirror every day. Look how you look.
He's a crackhead.
They got to arrest him. He needs to be arrested for that alone. Okay? I mean, come on. Get the fashion police over there.
It's crazy.
His pants are so tight, you can see the veins in his balls. He's going to get a yeast infection in the fucking pants.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It really is. And then
is he using this on his dating app as his profile picture? Or what?
Yes.
It might be the gay porn.
Yeah, the dating site that he's on.
The dating site, whatever the fuck he goes on.
So guys, I'm like in full-blown investigation mode, so I had to update you and I had to find out because I got some stuff going on here. So the Philly cheesesteak place that he owns, he does not own it. He was given the money. Someone gave him the money to buy the place, a guy from Jersey. Snuff has nothing to do with it. He's just a mascot that jumps around and goes, buy t-shirts and hats and like a fucking used car salesman junkie that he is. And then they own nothing of the cheesecake place. It did not sell 2,000 cheesesteaks in one day. That's impossible. What do you have, 80 people cooking in the back? They're like 500 at best. Exaggerating numbers, all bullshit. A lot of people say the place sucks. It tastes like and also the restaurant that he owes a Boca Raton wasn't his. It failed. And the car wasn't his. His friend, they took it from the Bentley. They was driving around in the convertible. So just giving you a little update about this guy. He's totally full of shit. He's flat broke. Okay, he's borrowing money off everybody. Okay, all his watches his friends that he took from people. He beat every bookie in the country. You got to see people DMing me and messaging me about this guy. Okay, he was in jail. Found out that the guy was banging his wife, and he called him up and goes, listen, I don't care you're banging my wife. I'll give you a pass. Just help me out with my lawyers. This is how bad this guy is. So please, it's going to keep going. I got a lot more dirt coming out. I got the guy's name who actually bought him the cheesesteak place. I got another guy coming on with me, okay, that's going to talk about that he robbed his best friend's mother's house upstairs, took all her jewelry and everything. So it's going to get ugly.
That's one section of how Phil Billionaire describes Joey Merlino on Value Entertainment. When he's asked about Joey Merlino, this is his take. Shown here.
He is the worst human being alive. This guy right here, Joey Merlino. Horrible human being.
Why do you say that?
He's a horrible. He robbed. He actually robbed Joe Pungitor's mother's jewelry. Joe Pungitor's mother was sleeping on a couch in her house. In the summertime, doors are open, everybody's in and out. He went in there, seen her sleeping, went upstairs and grabbed all her jewelry and took it. Also, he beats everybody, borrows money, never pays nobody back. When my uncle was in jail, I would collect my uncle's end from Chucky. It was always short, and it wasn't Chucky taking it. I know he was taking it, a few hundred here, a few hundred. Every time I got money, it was a few hundred short. And I didn't want to say nothing to Chucky about it, but that's Joey Merlino. Low life.
You ever had a run-in with him? You ever had any experiences with him personally?
No, he was like younger when I was around. I used to call him Jose.
As you hear in this section, you hear Joey Merlino talk about Phil Blinetti's book. The only source material that we have that Phil Blinetti's ever wrote about was Mafia Prince, so he has to be described about this source material specifically. He also mentions about Phil Blinetti's mother, as you also hear from this section. Three years later, Joey Merlino will respond on September 29th, 2023 on his video specifically talking about Phil Blinnetti on his podcast, The Skinny with Joey Merlino. And this is when Joey Merlino speaks on Phil Blinnetti, as you can see here.
This is where the podcast gets interesting. We're going to talk a little dessert here. This is where I feel uncomfortable at. But I know you got something to get off your chest.
So we do like we're going to do the rat of the month.
Okay, all right.
So we get all the stuff. So
you're ready to go?
Yeah. Phil Blinnetti, he wrote a book.
Okay.
This other
Butter knife.
piece of shit.
All right.
I don't even know what the name is. I would never read it. I would never buy it. He left a few chapters out. He said in the book, he said I was a troublemaker, a punk. He said I robbed somebody's house, jewelry. I don't know what he was saying.
What up, guys? So, I just think it's funny, like, all the talking that gets talked and, like, the things that go on with me and Joey and Snuff and all that. Can you really imagine if they ran into me? No, honestly, can you really imagine it? You know they're running for their lives. Snuff is going to run and scream for the police. I just want everyone to know that, like, yeah, this is entertainment. Like, I get that. It is definitely entertainment. Like, it's funny, the ha-he, ha-ha. But at the end of the day, like, if they really ran into me, like, I live in Miami now. They go to Boca. They go to places where I'm, like, right there. Can you imagine? I was an on-site guy. Literally, that's what I was known for. In New York, I was known for on-site, no matter where we were. I used to make scenes in restaurants and places. I mean, I shot my best friend in broad daylight in front of everybody. Like, can you really imagine, like, if I ran into these guys? I would beat the snot out of Snuff all over the place, no matter where we were. He could be with anyone. I don't care who he's with. I hope they're with security. That's what I hope for, because they could get it too. Like, I'm serious. Like, this is going to be great. Honestly, I really hope I run into you guys. And we're going to see who's running and who's screaming. Now, everybody knows you could talk and go on. Sounds great. I'm known for on-site, fellas. On-site, literally. So please, I hope we run into each other. I'm going to embarrass out of you. Snuff's going to run for his life. Joey's like a senior citizen. I can't hear him. I throw him to the floor. He'll break his hip or something. Old dinosaur. But this guy looks like he's 80 years old now. You see what he looks like? By the way, I got the name of the guy that bought that Philly cheesesteak place. I'll be posting that in a little while. We knew that was fake. We knew that was all a front. Selling 85,000 cheesesteaks a day, right? Get the out of my face. But these guys are clowns. I can't wait to expose you. I hope I run into you. It's going to happen. I know it. And then it's going to be real funny when you're running for your life and screaming. Like I've done to so many other people. This is going to be hysterical. I can't wait.
On the Patreon, they get no views on it, so they're leaving. That's how bad their shows are.
Listen, if they don't talk about us, nobody watches it.
If they don't talk about you, Joe, they have no content.
Nobody's going to watch it.
They're still doing it. Who's the new guy now with his outfits? Let's talk about that for a second.
Oh, the outfits.
Fat Andy. What's his name?
Yeah, Fat Andy's son. I don't know. Something.
Wow.
He's an ex-junkie. He's a junkie, stone junkie. He's probably still getting high.
Did you see his outfits and what he talks about? Nothing.
Did you see that? There was a picture. Somebody sent it to me the other day. It was Sammy the Bull, the Botox lips, whatever the fuck his name is, and Fat Andy's son, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
They look homeless.
Yeah, it looks like a TJ Maxx piece.
Listen, they look fucking homeless. I don't have the picture. If I had the picture,
we got to get that picture. Yeah, we'll put that picture in
here. They call it the Rat Pack.
Wow.
You got to see the outfits they got on. All their outfits cost $80.
Total.
Tops.
It's a TJ Maxx or Ross piece.
Worse. They look homeless.
Yeah, it's crazy. But like I said, this guy Andy now is talking about you.
I don't even know him.
YouTube.
Another idiot. I met him one time. I know his father. His father was a good man.
Yeah.
He's a fucking... Listen, they all do the same thing. He was on there talking about me. They all changed their life. No, you changed your life when the handcuffs got on you.
It's funny because I keep getting more and more inside information. So like all these like fundraisers that Joey Merlino and Snuff do, it's all bull. So what they're doing is they're saying they're giving away all this stuff and bikes and all this stuff, but I actually found out what they're doing from multiple people. They're contacting multiple people and getting them to donate money. And what they're doing is getting donations that equal up to 100 grand, 80 grand, 200 grand, whatever it is, and they're only spending 30,000, and Joey Merlino's taking the rest of the money. Stop donating to this guy. I have multiple people contacting me from Philly what he's doing. You're donating money to him for his pockets. He's not buying kids, but he's buying bikes. Okay, he's buying all this bullshit, giving out turkeys like Nino Brown. Yeah, right. He's pocketing the money. They already know what he's doing. He's a degenerate gambler. This guy loses hundreds of thousands of dollars, okay? Stop donating him money. He's taking the money, you idiots. Okay, it's simple what he's doing. He's making you give 150,000, 200,000, and he's stealing the rest of it. He's spending 20 of it, 30 of it, pocketing 80,000 of it. You've got to have brains. This guy is not a changed man. He's a gangster. He's still a gangster. He's hiding in the shadows. Don't you see what he's doing? Come on, he's a piece of Stop. Wake up, guys. And Snuff's just his little spokesman. Didn't he just slap out of Snuff? How do you let a grown man slap you? Anyone slaps me in my face. Anybody. I don't care who you are. I'm going to put a bullet in you. You people are pathetic. Get out of here.
89. The kids are not here yet. You see all the stuff in the background, gifts, bikes, 100 bikes. We got 120,
over 120 families.
120 families. We've been doing it, and you get people messaging saying we're doing it for likes and clicks.
Yeah, so you're doing it for social media.
Yeah, for social media. I did this in '89. There was no cell phones. There was no Instagram. There was no social media. We've been doing it our whole lives. And the girl, my girl's back, Sherry Honkler, the best. She's bringing 100 kids, and we've been doing this all week. We gave over $100,000 out.
Yes,
between donations. We're going to give out $50,000 a day in donations. We gave coats, bikes, toys, sneakers.
I mean, we've been going around South Philly.
We've been going to our neighborhood, going house to house, and for the unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Thank you to everybody who donated to help us out also.
But they want to badmouth us like we're doing something wrong. The only thing you rats did was make kids orphans for Christmas. Instead of giving them gifts, you made them orphans. You put their fathers in jail. That's what you did.
They don't think about that, though.
No, nobody thinks about it.
Isn't it funny how these guys go on the internet and talk all this tough and talk all this crap, and like Joey Merlino and these guys, they sit down, bro, you're sitting down, you're telling stories, you're doing the same thing. Why don't you just shut up, okay, continue doing what you're doing. You talk about moms crying in courtrooms. Didn't your mom come to your courtroom with a priest and was crying with the priest, begging? I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Yeah, she was in the courtroom with a priest, okay? You were a horse jockey. You rode horses, okay? You're 5'5", 130 pounds, all right? The streetwalker you got with you, the used car salesman, this guy looks like, you know who he looks like? You ever see back in the day, guys, the cell phone store when you had the guy stand outside of it with the sign and he spins it? Buy a cell phone here? That's Snuff. You got to put a cell phone sign on Snuff. Put him in front of the cheesesteak place. Or dress him up in a big cheesesteak. Hey, come buy a cheesesteak here. Free t-shirt. You hole. Oh, my God. This guy got needles all in his arms. And Joey Merlino's still trying to look for guys under his bed. He's still looking. You clowns. You sit there, you run your mouths. I'm the only one that goes back at you, and I always will. So sit there and tell your stories doing the same thing that we're all doing. What's the difference? What's the difference? You didn't get invited to your friends' birthday parties no more, Joey. What happened? You're on the shelf. You're a clown now. Nobody respects you no more. You walk around here with bodyguards. I don't walk around with bodyguards. You're saying that everybody's scared of all this stuff, but you walk around with security. Figure that one out. Why do you have security? I don't have security.
And I was looking at all the stores. They have beautiful clothes. And I just happened to bring up the way these low-life rats send me the bull dresses. They dress like hobos. I never seen nothing like it in my life. And then a guy sent me a video of his shoes. Wait till you see this outfit. How do people come out? He's a bum. He's worse than a bum. Look at these three bums. Look at these outfits. I know homeless people dress better than that. The guy in the blue suit, I don't know who the he is. He's got to be another rat. Inside his suit, it says, no smoking. Suit is flammable. He'll go right up in flames. As I scrolled down on the picture, I seen these shoes. I can't believe this. They got to be hand-me-downs from Witsack. They're probably Philly and Eddie's shoes, or maybe Sammy's ex-lover left them to him before he went in the program. They're a size 13. He's got to be a size 8 or 9. They're all creased up. Look at these shoes. And the other one's got a half a buckle. Unbelievable. I'd rather be barefooted than walk around and look like that. These people are sick. Cancer-ridden, disgraziat mother.
You know, what a lot of guys don't understand, and I'm going to break it down for them real fast. Philadelphia is not really respected, the family. You know that, right? Like, the New York Five families look down upon Philadelphia, their organization. So, like, I don't know if you just get that, like, Joey Merlino as a boss is really only a soldier in the Five families. They take orders from New York. Just letting everyone know so they understand that. Like, the Philadelphia mob was very small. There was only, like, 50 members to the whole family. So I don't think people really break it down where in New York, just in Howard Beach alone, we probably had 50 members just in our little community. You know what I mean? So it's like a very small thing. And like, you know, the Five families don't really look at them as like a boss. They're more of like a soldier to a boss or a captain in New York. They usually get shuffled around through the Five families. At first they were with the Genovese, then the Gambinos ran them. So they're not really like a stronghold or like, you know, what you think it is. They're a bunch of idiots shooting each other off a corner street from one side of the sidewalk to the other. That's all it was. So you understand what the Philadelphia mob is. It's not what you're thinking, where it's like how New York was, where, you know, you got fucking thousands of us, and a bunch of bad guys, especially when I was younger, a bunch of bad guys coming up. Over there, it's probably like 4 guys. They have like one captain for the whole, area. We might have 50 captains through just Brooklyn and Queens. Much different ball game, totally different world. They're nothing compared to us. We look down upon them, I'll be honest with you. So that's just the way it is, just so you understand what the breakdown is of that. Philadelphia mob, it was nothing. Just a bunch of idiots shooting each other from a corner store to another corner store.
Well, I got one message. I'm tired. People send me the clips on Gene Borrello. You keep on saying you're going to come to the steak shop. You're going to threaten Snuff. No, you're going to beat Snuff up. You're going to beat all my workers up. Well, listen to me. I want you to come. I want you to make a video like you do every day. You're trying to get likes from us. You mention my name every day. I don't even want to talk about you, but I got to. Tell me the day you're coming, the time, where, when. We'll be there. Me and Snuff will be there waiting for you. We're going to accommodate you.
Front and center.
Yeah, so you come. And ain't nobody running. The only person that ran was you. When you went back to Howard Beach, I got the video. I put it up on I think a year ago.
Yeah, we put
when
that
you were
up.
running, the kids were chasing. You were saying call 911. So that's the only motherfucker going to run. You come. You let me know the time, the date, and I promise you, or my mother will be there waiting for you.
Yep.
So come on down. You ain't coming, motherfucker. You're all talk.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and check out more of our content. Feel free to give your feedback and suggestions on what we should do next in the comments. This is Infinite Lee Productions. We love ya.